Hello. I look a little crazy because I just worked out. So I'm going to be live for probably like 30 minutes or so. And yeah, what is up? What's up, guys? Hello. I'm just doing a short little Q&A for 30-ish minutes, half hour. So yeah, let me know what questions you may have. I look like a bum because I just worked out. So, hello. J. Cole. So, I'm so sorry. Is it Haranes Tormatos? I'm so sorry. I appreciate the thumbs up, though. Good Lord, you're absolutely stunning. Thank you. Appreciate that. Elias, hello. Hi from Germany. Very cool. Hi from Ohio. What is your bicep size? I have literally no idea. No idea. No clue. Josh, I like you. I appreciate that. Junior, hello. Is it Ali or Ali? Not sure what we're laughing at, but I'm glad you're laughing. Hi from Russia. Very cool. Hello from the United States. Katerina, I think, is that right? Katerina, appreciate the heart eyes. Thank you. So what's up? Hello. Just finished my workout not too long ago, and now I'm going live for like 30 minutes or so. Ryan's streaming downstairs for gaming, and then Izzy gets out of school in like 20 minutes or so he's gonna go pick her up, and then that's when I'll get off here. So hi from South Africa. Very cool. One of my current clients is in South Africa, so very cool. Think you're cute. Appreciate it. Hi, beautiful. Thank you. Chris, hello. Koos, I'm not sure what that means. Does that mean something in like another language? I don't know. Which is your favorite workout? Do you mean like out of my training program? Like what day is my favorite? If that's the case, I like all of I like all of them. But my favorite muscle group to train is shoulders. Are you single? No, hence the ring. I'm married. And that's why I was talking about Ryan. He's downstairs. It's my husband. Paulo, hi, what's up? Lifestylesale.com, no idea what that is. Are you agnostic? I don't really like to talk about religion, because I feel like it stirs up a lot of, people are very strong in their opinions, so I don't really like to address that much on here, but I will say I'm not religious, but I do, I am spiritual in the sense of like, I think having like a belief system as opposed to having like rules and structure is the more important thing. Like being a good person and leading by that is more important than having some sort of rules in place that you have to follow based on a religion. That's my personal belief, but I totally respect other people's religious preferences and choices. Can you find me a girlfriend? I don't think you should ask other people to find you a girlfriend, because that's not going to find someone that you genuinely like. It should be something, that you partake in. So usually it happens when you least expect it. What's up? Best muscle group to train is def back. Like that's your favorite to train is back. Biceps flex. So this happens on every live stream, but I'm going to address it every time. I don't like to flex or show a body part or anything on demand, on request. It makes me feel uncomfortable. I flex on my own after I work out, I'm feeling good, whatever. I do it for myself. I do it on my own, but if someone asks me to do it, it makes me feel uncomfortable that you're requesting to see a body part on demand. So I apologize, but I'm not comfortable doing that. How's your day going today? It's been really good, AV Fitness. How's yours been? Yeah, it's been good so far. I mean, it's only 3. We have quite a bit of time in the day left, but Izzy's in school right now, and then she'll be coming back in about 20 minutes or so. Cool, calm, Ken. Love the name. Are you back in East Bay? No, I'm in Columbus, Ohio. Yes, ma'am. Nice. Love that you like to train back. Like training back too. Gothic Vampire. Would you be open to doing an ASMR? What, I'm not sure how people really say that. I don't watch those vids, but gum chewing vid. I've never done one of those vids, and I don't think I ever would. I don't know. I don't think I would. And also, I don't really know like what that entails really, but I personally hate the sound of people eating. I personally hate it, so I don't think I could record myself doing it. I know it's like just gum, but Roby Fit, who's stronger, you or your husband? Oh, my husband by far. I mean, I think that would be expected. So, you know, like it's I'm half his size. I mean, he's if he wasn't someone who lifted, like maybe I could see that for wife to be stronger, but I think it's pretty rare if both, if two people like in the couple, they both lift. I highly doubt that the man would be stronger than the woman unless the woman was a power lifter and the man just trained for aesthetics or something. What's your job? I am an online coach. Riri Happy, hello. Spider M5, hello. What's up, guys? Goes just waiting to get off work so I can train and sleep. Nice, love it. Show me your app. So just address this. When also that, like asking that way where it's like a demand makes it feel extra uncomfortable for me. Like there's no request nicely asking, especially for like, you're literally asking for someone to show their body, like their body part, like you're asking for someone to reveal to them. I would hope that somebody would at least say like, please, you know what I mean? But even if you had said please, I wouldn't do it because I'm not comfortable just doing things on demand for someone. That's just not what I do. Hola. Hello, Rodrigo. Better pump for me it is. Biceps too. Well, I mean, I think in terms of like getting a pump, that's likely having to do with how well your training session went. But of course, if you would really enjoy training a certain muscle group, you're probably going to push yourself harder, which means you're going to get a better pump. So, there's a lot of underlying factors that go into that too. 10-4, thank you anyway. Pal, I hate hearing people chew. I'm the same way. But some people really like, it's like a thing. Like they really like ASMR vids. I don't. Like I think like hearing like dogs like crunch on something is like cute. Like when Lumi eats like a piece of an apple or something, it's just like so cute when she eats. But like for me, I like humans, I don't like hearing them eat. Hanks, you're one of the few people who said my name correctly. Really? How else would they read that? What else do they say? I don't know how else they would read that. Cool, calm, Ken is what I'm seeing. I don't know. Hi, darling. Hello. 7, Gardner 7. What's up? It's mad cheesy. Oh, when people like are chewing? Yeah. What, if any, competitions have you taken part in and how did you like it? Do you mean like physique competitions? I've done both bikini and women's physique, and I love competing. But it's been a while. I've just taken some time away from it. I love competing. If only you had $1 for every time someone asks you to show a body part. Spider, you know this. You've been in my past few live streams. I appreciate you coming in here, by the way. Yeah, it's like every single time, without fail, no matter how many times I say I'm not going to do it, still get those requests. So, yeah. I meant to say it like that. Let me go. Yeah. Paolo, hello. Anna, what's up? Is it Daniel? Biceps? What about biceps? You like training biceps? Oi. How do you keep in such fit shape? Do you train every day? No, absolutely not. I've actually written some posts about this. You shouldn't be training every day because then you're not giving yourself enough time to recover. I train 4 days a week right now. It's usually about 3 to 4 days. It's been 3 to 4 days a week for like 2 years now. And before that, I was training 5 days a week. But you should always have rest days and be following a structured training program. And also, I prioritize my sleep, my stress management, and my nutrition. Those all have to be, in check and be consistent. In order to make progress and stay consistent in terms of how you look and how you feel. No, people ask for you to show your belt. Oh, that's cheesy? No, I 100% agree with you. Have you Gucci belt? Do I have a Gucci belt? No, I do not. Mauricio, hello. Alec, what's up? What are you doing? I'm going live right now. I just worked out. Still on linear progression. I'm not sure what that's referring to. But time to go on a cut. Should I hold off on progression until cut over? Can you clarify on that? What is progressing linearly? Most of the time progress isn't linear, so I'm not quite sure what you're referring to. So if you could clarify. That's probably why my weight fell off. Yeah, having the consistency, and like a lot of times people are not paying attention to their sleep, their stress management, their nutrition, like all of these other things. And like those are the basic things that have to be in check in order to make progress. A lot of people are just like looking for quick fixes or like, what supplements should I take? And it's like, no supplement is going to do the work for you. And supplements are going to have such a minimal effect, if any, depending on the supplement. Like if everything else isn't in check, then you're just going to be wasting money on supplements. Love your vibe. Thank you, Iron Trunk. Victoria, hello. Hi, beautiful shirt available for purchase. Love all of you. Oh, thank you. Yes, I believe it is still on the site. So if you go to iifymapparel.com, it should be on there. I cropped it myself. It comes as like a full-length crew sweatshirt. I have the red one hanging up in there. And then I have a black one that has Do It For The Donuts on it. I love sweatshirts, so I wear them all the time. Hank, and also if you use my code, which is just Mish, I believe it's 15% off. So you look beautiful today. I appreciate that. Have a great day. Bless up. Ciao. You have a good one too. Angela, beautiful. Appreciate it. Hi, Amelia. Rob Oman, LP, able to increase lift weights every week, still but on a cut one with extra calories for building. So you're talking about progressive overload. So it shouldn't be linear, but progressive overload is the goal. It's not going to be linear in terms of a progression because especially with some movements, you're not always going to be able to increase. And the goal isn't to lift more, like it's not necessarily to lift more weight every time, it's to lift more volume every week. But that's not always doable because sometimes we're sick or sometimes something happens, we're more fatigued, we had less food that day, whatever it may be, which is why the goal is to over time progress, but it's not going to be linear, and it shouldn't be linear, to be honest. So anyway, with that, progressive overload should always be the goal. And the problem is a lot of times when people go into a cut, they're like, oh, I'm in a deficit now, so that means I'm not going to be able to lift as much. And it's a mental block. And so then they're not training as intensely. And what helps you build muscle is also what helps you preserve it in a fat loss phase. So that's the biggest mistake that most people make, is that when they're in a fat loss phase, their training intensity goes in the trash. So they start training super light, and then they're like, oh, I don't know why, I don't look as, I don't have as much, muscle showing as I thought. It's like, well, you're losing more muscle now because you're not training intensely enough. So you should still be focusing on progressive overload. Of course, towards the end, you're likely going to get to a place where you're more fatigued, low energy, and you may find it more difficult to be able to progress, and you won't be able to increase your training volume at a certain point. But you should be able to continue to get stronger through a cut as long as you're doing it intelligently. It's really just a mental thing. It's like a preconceived notion of like, oh, I'm going to be weaker. Of course, if you go into it with that mindset, then you will be weaker. Thanks again for the vids. Have a great day. Yeah, have a good one. I need stress management. I'd be a happy camper. Everyone has different, mechanisms of how they manage stress, but it's really important to find what works best for you. It's so important. Stress eats you alive. Jared likes yoga. Hello again. Thanks. See you next time. See ya. Victoria. Genius. I'm not a genius, but I appreciate you being in here. I'm still a novice. So yeah, you don't need linear progression. You need progressive overload is the goal. Alec, hey, will you date me? No, I'm married. Can you show me your program this week? I sell programs and I write custom ones, but mine's custom to me, so it wouldn't really make sense. I don't do anything crazy. It's just structured, and I just am very consistent. So it's not so much there's no magic program. Even the program I sell, I'm not telling people this is some sort of magic. It's just if you have 4 days a week to train, if that's what is ideal for you with your, with your schedule, and you need structure because you don't know how to write your own programming, then that would be what benefits you. But of course, you don't have to buy my program either. There's plenty of people who write very solid training programming. It's just you can't be doing different things all the time. What's your ethnicity, Kevin Physique? I am half Japanese. I was born in Japan. My mom is Japanese. Ade. Did I say that right? Ade. I'm guessing your name is Addie, maybe? What is the best way to keep up with you? Do you post workouts a certain day schedule? So, no, I don't, because it wouldn't help people for the most part if I post my workouts. So that's the only issue that I have with... unless it's clarified. I guess I could do that, but I still don't think it would be that beneficial. Is that, if you see people posting workout vids and it's a swipe through video, a lot of times what people are doing is they're bookmarking 10 different people's workouts and they're just doing them and following these different workouts, which then gets you nowhere because you're doing something different every time. And what you need to do is actually follow a structured program and progressively overload, actually progressing with the same movements and getting stronger with those in order to actually make progress instead of doing something different all the time, which is why for me, I don't really like to post workouts because it doesn't help other people, because it would only help them if they were if they were doing it as a structured program. Great advice. Thank you. You're welcome. Hank Williams Sawyer. Hello. LFC, I'm just going to call you that because I'm not sure how to pronounce the last part. Mimov? Sorry. Hello, how are you? I'm good. How are you? Halik, Pavino, Ali or Ali. Thanks, yeah. Amelia, exactly. I'm glad you agree with me. But there are people who will post a workout and they will clarify in their caption and say if you're going to do this workout, you can incorporate this into your program, but don't just do different things. And I appreciate when people do that and that makes sense. And I get some people do that as their content. But just, if you are going to be following someone for workout videos, just don't be just doing whatever random videos and doing that as your training, because that's not, you're going to end up spinning your wheels quite a bit if you do that. So have a structure, have a routine, have something that you can be consistent with, because consistency is what yields results in anything, literally in anything with life. That's how it is consistency. Mukaram Malik, I totally probably butchered that. I'm so sorry, but hello. So yeah, I'm probably only going to be live for another 10 minutes or so, because Izzy will be home in 10 minutes. And of course I want to go spend time with her after she gets out of school. So any last minute questions you guys have? I used to do that before starting a program, being consistent with nutrition as well, and clean eating. Yeah, I know I went in the beginning for me, in the very, very beginning, I just went in and would just wing it in the gym. And I thought strictly clean eating was the only thing that mattered, but then I wasn't seeing results. I'm oh, maybe I should be tracking my calories and my protein. I'm only eating 40 grams of protein a day. And then it clicked, and I'm like, why am I restricting myself from foods? There's no reason to. I just need to incorporate them in moderation. If I'm tracking my foods, there's no issue. So the majority of my food is boring, but I just had a croissant, which I don't think anybody considers clean. And it's just like, what would be clean? It's not objective. There's no objective term clean. It's like, it just, the more that we label things, the further that we get away from the balance in the middle ground. The more extreme we take things, not so good. So being flexible and not restricting ourselves prevents us from going overboard and feeling the need to have like cheat day. Like you're the food that you eat, it's not a relationship. You don't cheat on it. Like, it's not your partner, it's food. Just getting rid of the labels. So like, you can't cheat on your nutrition. It's just being mindful. Like, mindfulness is important. Because, like, the more that people are black and white about things, like, oh, you can't eat that, like, why not? There's nothing wrong. The more that you tell someone you can't eat it, they're going to do it. And then they're going to eat a lot of it. Like, if somebody thinks, like, oh, I'm not allowed to have cookies, or I'm not allowed to enjoy cake for birthdays, which sounds ridiculous, like missing out on family events, or like during the holidays, like, no, you can't have any of those foods. Like, if you tell them that, then they're going to go way overboard when that food is in front of them because they've been so restricted, as opposed to being like, food is food, be mindful, eat your fruits and vegetables and lean protein. If that's the majority of your diet, that's the majority of your food intake, you're going to feel good, your health will be fine. If you're exercising and drinking plenty of water and eating those things in moderation, you're fine. There's like, the dosage makes the poison. Be mindful. But the problem is that most people are restricting themselves, so then they go way, way, way overboard. On the weekends especially. Just like when people like try to aim for some really low calorie number, and like they may be able to stick to it Monday through Friday, and Saturday and Sunday comes along and they go like triple the calories that they normally would be eating, and then they wonder why they're not making progress. And it's like the number one thing that I don't like that celebrities do is that they like romanticize these huge cheat meals, and I'm like, you're actually promoting disordered eating. Like, no, don't do that. Like, just eat them in moderation and be mindful. Like, no food is inherently good or bad. It's the amount. Like, even like too much of a good thing is still a bad thing. If you ate like a pound of broccoli, you would feel like shit. Like, you still don't want to do that either. So it's balance. Okay, big fan. What is the best way to pick out a good sponsor when starting out on social media? I would not seek sponsorships when starting out on social media. I think a lot of people go about it backwards, which is like kind of like what you're talking about, like in terms of like, how do you pick out a good sponsor when starting out on social media? Social media is meant to like represent you. So you should be being yourself, thinking of what value that you can provide. It can be entertainment, it can be education, it can be just literally anything. Like, that's why there's people who just post like funny things, but you're still providing some sort of value. If your value is that you're funny, like, that's what you put out. The more authentic you are, and especially it's evolving more and more so now that people get exposed, the truth comes out with social media, so you should always just stay true to you, because you don't want to seek a sponsor, because then you're just trying to find a sponsorship, and if you don't even know what you're going to be doing, then like, you won't even know what company to reach out to. You may end up working with a brand that you don't even support. That's definitely like, that's not the point of a sponsorship. Like, sponsorships, collaborations should be something that aligns with, I know like people like think that sounds like so cliche, like it aligns with my values, but like honestly that is the truth. Like, and a lot of times people are misinformed about, there are people who are quote unquote like selling out, they just take on any collaboration, but the bigger that someone is in terms of following, the more requests that they're getting for collaborations, which means that they have to be turning down like 95% of what they're getting, like what they're receiving. So they should be only picking the ones that they truly want to honor and support. So I just recently signed 2 sponsorships. I will be posting about them soon when they're officially live. But like, I'm sure if you have noticed, I like, even though like I've been doing this for some time, like I've turned down almost every single collaboration that has reached out to me because it has not aligned with me. Like supplements, I don't use them. I always talk about they're totally not necessary. Like they can be helpful, but super not necessary. So for me personally, I have not accepted any sponsorships. I did at one point a few years ago, and it's still like, if you are going to get supplements, it would be the one brand that I do recommend still to this day, because everything is science-based, but it's just not something that I'm interested in. So that is like the most important thing with social, is just thinking of what value you can provide, and then you can reach out to the companies that you already support. I think the number one thing that people blew my mind with like having an apparel brand is like, if you're going to reach out to a brand, you should already be using their products. Like if you want to work with a brand, you should already know about their product. Like, why are you reaching out to a brand that you don't know their integrity, you don't know the quality of their products, and you're just wanting to get paid for a post? Like, then that's not authentic, because you just are wanting the money for the collaboration, as opposed to being like, this is a company that I fully support and I want to work with. Like, we have had people like reach out to us and be like, hey, can I get free clothes and do a collab? And I'm like, just out of nowhere, just like asking for a handout, as opposed to being like, and then we've had people who are like, who've purchased our clothing and they love it and they fully support it and they've taken pictures, whatever, and they're like, we'd love to collab. That's different. So that was a really long-winded answer, but that's something I have a lot of opinions about, obviously. Recently tweaked my back doing deadlifts. Only thing different was I was in squat shoes. Oh no, you did deadlifts in squat shoes? Oh no. Yeah, don't do that. You don't want your heels elevated when you're doing deadlifts. Don't do that again. Please don't. Either, like, if you had only squat shoes that day, just take the shoes off and do it barefoot, like with your socks on. You need to have a flat surface when you're deadlifting. If your heels are elevated, you would tweak your back. You need to have either say something like Converse, Chucks, or Vans, or like wrestling shoes, something that is a flat, hard sole shoe, or just be barefoot. But I know some people are weird about being barefoot, which I totally understand, because, germs. So something packaged with lots of garbage ingredients. So no ingredient in and of itself is really garbage. That's a lot. There's so much fear mongering that happens in the fitness industry, as well as skincare, or any industry where people like say like organic's the only way to go, and it's like, that's not true either. Or like chemicals, like water is a chemical. It just, people get misinformed about this and misled about, the dosage makes the poison. Like, people don't realize there are trace amounts of cyanide in blueberries. So it's the dosage. I want your wife like you. You want a wife like me? I think that's what it means. How much protein per day at your weight? So protein intake is on a spectrum. So there's not like a set amount. Like, the general rule of thumb is 1 gram per pound of body weight is like a nice, just easy to figure out. But again, that could be pretty difficult to reach for someone. So you can be anywhere between 0.6 to 1.3 grams and you're good per pound of lean body mass. So really that's even lower than you would think. But yeah. Enjoy yourself, but stay mindful of what you're eating. 100%. I love you. I love you guys. Appreciate it. Thanks for your advice, and see you again. Good luck. Thank you. Hi, cutie. Appreciate it. Hello. I need an answer for this question, please. My forehead is big and everyone's telling me that. What should I do? I have a big forehead. Just own it. I mean, the more that you accept yourself, and then you can just let go of what other people think. Like, I have a large forehead. I've always known that. I just don't really care at this point. So, hi, come here. Come say hi. Oh, what's this?
I made a wedding day picture.
Is that a mermaid?
No, it's you and Daddy. It's the wedding day picture.
Oh my gosh, yes, it's a mermaid tail on the dress. And that's you. Look at this. Izzy drew us on our wedding day. Come here. Come say hi to the people. I just got home from school. So you did this at school?
Yes, and then
Oh wait, and then is this supposed to be like a sunset at the top?
yeah,
Oh wow. That's amazing.
and a sun.
I love it. Attention to detail, and even like the cliff like that.
Mm-hmm.
That's awesome. Thank you. That's amazing. Okay, go take your boots and your coat
Okay.
off, and I'll be down in a minute, okay? Yeah, I just put that blanket there. I'm sorry. Wear a hat. That's funny. Kelly Strong Chris. Great advice and content. Glad I followed. Thank you. Yeah. Thanks so much, Michelle, and take care. I'm headed out to get donuts because your sweatshirt made me hungry. Look, can we see the guns? So I mentioned this earlier, but I don't like to show any body part on request. I just get uncomfortable. I'd rather just do it on my own accord. Wow, art. Right? I have her art like all over the fridge. I have like a whole binder full of her art and everything. I just need to figure out what to do with it because it's like, storage wise. I did have a client once that told me, for any of you who may be parents in here, that what she did was that in order to because you don't want to just have like piles of papers and stuff, but you want to remember all the things that your child made you, is that she took pictures of all of it. And then after she had taken all the pictures, then she couldn't, wasn't going to feel bad about recycling them. And then she put all those pictures in like a scrapbook thing for her to remember after. And I'm like, that is so smart. So she made one for each year. So Izzy's in kindergarten right now, so she had like her son's name, like kindergarten year, whatever. And it was like a little scrapbook of like all the art he made that year, and then one for, and I'm like, that's a really, really, I would have never thought of that. It's a really good idea. So that's what I'm gonna do, because I have so many pictures that she's drawn. It's smart. Yeah, it really is. Super. Your daughter's mad talented. She is honestly she's really good at drawing. She really likes to draw. She likes to draw unicorns, and whenever she draws something, I can always figure out what it is. So that's pretty good for a 6-year-old, to know exactly what they're drawing, because she's brought home drawings from friends and stuff before, and it's taken me 5 guesses to figure out what was on the drawing. But when she draws something, I always know what it is. Well, feel free to show them on your own accord. Okay, thanks for the content, you rock. I mean, I do post pics flexing, because that's usually after a workout. I feel good. I'm I want to take a picture flexing. But just on a live stream, I just don't tend to do that. Anyway, now that she's home, I'm gonna go and spend time with my family. You're a great mom. I appreciate that. So yeah, thank you guys for being in here. I will probably go live tomorrow around this same time as well when she's in school. So thank you guys for being in here. And if you do want to see my future live streams, one, I'm multi-streaming right now. So I am going to be transitioning into just going live on YouTube and Facebook, as opposed to going live on Instagram as well. So if that's something that interests you, the link is in my bio to go and subscribe to those. Also, in the meantime, while I'm still going live on Instagram, if you turn on post notifications, you'll get the live notice sooner. Otherwise, it'll alert you partially through or halfway through the live stream. So just let you know. Appreciate you guys being in here, and have a good Wednesday.